Good morning. Am I audible? Actually, just need to enable the chat. So, am I audible to you, people? Can you respond? Am I audible? Uh, yes. Actually, in today's session, that we are before going to the session, so I just need to ensure whether my voice is audible or not. So I think most 31 participants are there. Please make sure. Yes, Anmol, uh, Vinith, and others, those who are being here in this have yes, people. Can you respond? Am I audible? Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you for those who are replying. Okay, right. So today, before going to the session, so I just need to share about these things that is in unit 3. So I just fixed the due date because of the last date of this lab, that is for this semester. Even they are make ensure that we need to complete within the date. So I just fixed that the last date over that for this experiment uh, 3.3, and for all pre-quiz, post-quiz, and journal experiment. For this experiment, that is write a program to insert values in a table at a runtime using JDBC. For this experiment, I have fixed the date, and even you just need to remind. mm, so almost I don't have you people have been completed within the due date, so there is no problem with you. So I just need to show this with you, and even if any of you have find any solution for connecting to the database. So actually, I tried with MySQL download, and it requires more. Uh, it requires more even Visual C++ redistributable support, that is Visual Studio redistributable support, and some other softwares need to install, and we need to check for Windows update. So many things have been there. Yes, I think you did with MySQL. Okay, right. So where is can you share, Vinit? Wait, I will give rights to you. Yes, Vinit, I think you are audible. I
Yes,
think.
sir. Yes, sir. Good
Can
morning,
you?
sir.
Can you? Yes. Good morning, Vinit. Can you share your views? So, what you have tested?
Sir,
Is it
actually,
possible?
what I did, I directly downloaded MySQL
Okay.
and then directly changed the path from the terminal, and
Okay.
and then I started MySQL just directly from the terminal and created a database. That was simple. Actually,
o-
it took me time to do with Oracle, so I could not do it with Oracle.
Okay.
So I did it
Okay.
with MySQL.
So you did it with MySQL. Can you show that here?
Yes, sir. Wait.
Okay, then you might have be ready with that. So anyhow, actually, I tried with XAMPP. So even with XAMPP also, we can able to work this JDBC connectivity. I work with XAMPP, and it is working fine. So after Vinith Kumar, I think because we have share our views, because we need to get more ideas. So that's what I just asked Vinith to share first. So then I will share. So I think Vinith has been started.
So am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible, Vinit, and even others make sure
Sir, I have a
Vinit is
audio
audible.
issue. Let me restart.
Okay, myself or yourself? Yes. Others, I think, have you all heard Vineet? Yes, people, can you share here, because of you we make this, we are sharing this, so please be respond. Yes, I think, where is Karanveer? The other people, sir. No, no, you don't have any audio issue. Yes, you can directly share, no problem. You can directly share. You can share Vinith, because I make you as a moderator, so you can easily share. So you can share that. Uh, yes. Vinith, I think now your voice is not audible. Before your voice is audible. Now I think your voice is not audible.
So,
Yes,
sir,
Vinith.
I created this table EMPT
Uh,
inside EMP
okay.
database,
Yes, yes. One
and
more
this
time, you
contains
can share
three
your
columns:
screen.
EID,
Yes,
ename,
yes.
and age.
Vinith. Once again, you can share the
And let
screen
me
now.
just show you what the values are.
Vinith, can you share your screen?
So, yes,
I
sir.
think can you share your screen now? Because actually, it was interrupted. So can you share your screen?
So I have to say it again.
No, no, share your screen now, because your screen is not visible here. Yes, now
Yes, sir.
it's visible. Okay,
So this is the table,
okay,
and then I directly connected it with Eclipse.
okay,
So what I did is class.for name. Here it was Oracle. I just changed it to MySQL, and
okay,
also I changed the build path, and I included two jar files. One was that of ODBC and other was of MySQL connectivity.
okay.
And so this works right. Like, yes, the values are 1, ABC 18, 2, DEF 19, and so on. Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Okay. So this is what you have done. Okay, good. So I think Vineet did well with connecting with the database. So Thank you, Vinith, for your effort. Definitely, it's very hard to find the solution for that, and even we have find most of the solution. As I was handled, this was the first time that I was searching for this, so it's quite hard to find the solution. So even those who are need to know about this. So without installing MySQL or any other external thing, you can do with XAMPP itself. Like even with XAMPP, you can easily run this uh, JDBC connectivity over that, and even it's based on why what is the need of that, yeah, all because of that connectivity. So that is where we have used to store. I think in this they are mentioned, that is JDBC MySQL localhost slash students. So this URL has been given based on that XAMPP only. So it was taken that XAMPP, and even we need to make this get connection method in this. So get connection, so method which is used for uh, get connection method, which is used for that is the method which is used to create a connection object which represents a physical connection with a database server. And even I was found one more thing over that, that is the image which I was being stored. So that is this one. So initially what you have to do, you have to load the database driver. So that is the what type of database driver that you are using. Either you are using MySQL or Oracle, or what type of database driver that you are using. So initially you have to load the database driver by using driver manager, and you need to use to get connection using that URL where we have establishing the connection between the database and the Java application. So to used to get establish the connection between that application to the uh, database, we use this get connection method. And after getting connected, we need to create a statement over that, where as Vinit stated that he's created a statement that is select star from the table, where he was mentioned that in the code, I think in the code he was mentioned. And initially he's created the database in the back end, that is in MySQL, and later he was executing that query over that with the Java application, and it executed that query, and the result set will be displayed in that console. So that is what happened in the case of Vinit Kumar. I think he's done it well with that. So initially it has started with this, and we need to make this connection, because this is very important while you are using that connecting method, because this is what we have used to connect the database, that is a driver manager, to the that is application to the database. Yesterday in the discussion about JDBC connectivity, I was talked about JDBC and ODBC bridge, that is Java database connectivity and online database connectivity bridge. So that bridge will be made with this connecting method, and once the connection has been established, then only we can able to create the statement. Okay, so once if you are creating the statement, if you want to execute that particular statement, or whenever we have stored, or even if you want to retrieve that particular database, we can go for that result set where we have. Or even you can use this also, like once it was being created, then you can go for this insert the values, or update the values, or delete the values, or you can do any other thing, or else you can close. So once if you are get connection, then you can create the statement, then you can start executing that query, and the query will be executed in that console. Otherwise, once it was connection being established, then you can go for the create statement, then you can insert the values in the table, then you can execute in that uh, database, not in the console. uh, we have I think in this he is executed in the console, where the database which has already been created by using that MySQL. Whereas I have tried some different, but the step is this one only, because this was the step. So whatever the program in the JDBC connectivity, it has to follow the same, like whatever the JDBC program that you are using or you want to code in Java. So it must require these things. So normally this database connectivity, where it was being stored. So I think in previous discussion, as we are used to create number of forms and different components by using AWT. I think we have been created number of frames and other components over there, like text field, like buttons and labels that we have mentioned. So normally we are using this Gmail. I think all of you are familiar with that. So once if you are creating that Google, so or if you want to log into Google, so what it requires, it has to labeled. So this is the label, that is email or phone, and this text area, this is the text area where your text has been verified. So once your text has been valid, then only it can go for the next step. If your text has been not valid, then you can go for the previous step, or you must need to try some different login. So that is what, once it has been valid, then only it will go for the next step. Okay, so that is what we have done. So here this was the frame, where this is the label in that frame, where this is the text area over that frame, and this is the button. Okay, and I think we have created this set of things over there in our AWT that we have discussed in previous lecture about, that is creating how can we create a GUIs normally. Okay, so this is how we can use to work. And even suppose if it want to perform that action, we can use action listener. Like yesterday we have used to rectify that event. Why we are using that particular action listener interface? So because it has to identify that action listener, so where we have used and what action that user has been performed. So based on that, it will listen the action from the user, then act it accordingly. So even you have to fix that action listener interface over this button, then it was redirect to the next step. Okay, so that is how we have created that AWT. So you want to perform these things over that, or it has to link with the database. So I was told that about validation, that is valid email address. So that valid email address, how can it was identifying, it was identifying with the backend where the data has been stored. Okay, so it was getting from that server where our data has been valid or not. Okay, so try to understand what is the use of uh, AWT or a swing, or this components as well as that interfaces that we are discussed in our previous sessions, like how we are making a GUIs, or how can we making a GUIs more active, because these things are nothing new, you are always familiar, and even every day you are been using this particular thing with your mobile or PC, wherever you are. Okay, so this is all up to that. And even so, for validation purpose, we can attach this particular window with the database that is in your backend. So for that, we'll go for this connectivity, that is a database connectivity, that is JDBC or ODBC connectivity. Even in Java they can use this one, and even you can use some more connectivity in other programming languages. But the ultimate aim is this is only, right? So why we are using this, and what is the need of using this, and why we are going for that particular components, as well as the those interfaces which we are used in Java. So generally we have to make an interface, and those all prerequisite for this. And once we know about that, then only we can go for this, because we have performed that running at the back end. What will happen at the back end? Okay, so that is what we have used. And now we are coming into this action about this particular concept called JDBC ODBC connectivity. Okay, so generally, while I discussed about this particular concept, I was already told that in JDBC architecture, so it has to connect the bridge between the Java application and the backend database. So normally, in previous lecture, that is while I was tried that Eclipse, try with my Eclipse. So I think you all know that what set of difficulty which I was faced. So before going to that, how many of you are listening now? So is that fine now? Yes, people, can you get my point? Is that fine? Have you all understand why? What is the use of this? Yes, people, can you respond? Yes, people, can you respond? See, I hope how many of you are listening now? Yes, Anmol, Akshat, Anil. Yes, who all are being here? Yes, people, can you respond so that I can follow through? Yes, people, yes, people. Okay, so I will share my screen so that, okay. So here I was made the connection. How can we establish the connection with that database? So here we have used, so yesterday which I was tried with this local host, where even we have find number of methods, and this was just a labeling that JDBC driver. So we have mentioned that driver, and even we have mentioned that URL, as well as that user and password. So these are all manual that we are creating. So as I was been hide those details over here, and you just need to use this particular consent directly with the get connection method. So I already told you that initially you need to find out that driver about, because the driver manager has to redirect to this for the connecting to a selected database, the connecting to the selected database which is made by this method, that is get connection. And in that get connection, it has shows the path where we are, where the database has been stored. And here it has been stored. Okay, so now I was run this. So as you all see what type of thing which has happened while I running this. So it is connected with the database. It has communications link failure, and it throws an exception as communications exception, right? I think you all know that yesterday, which I was faced this particular issue, and how come I solved this particular issue with this. So we can make the connectivity why this was happened, because it is not able to connect with the database. Okay. So now what I want to do is, so I just open my XAMPP for accessing my SQL. I think here my XAMPP is visible to you. So I just need to start this, because once it was connected with a MySQL server, then only it can be resolved. So this is now the MySQL has been started, and now I was run this. Then you can see what type of error has been thrown. So the error is different now, because the server has been started. So now again it was throwing that. So now the program has been run successfully. So before starting that MySQL server, it was showing that error, right? It was showing that error, and that is communication failure, which it was showed. But now it has been executed. Now the it was inserting the records into tables also, but it can't able to find this registration database over there. Okay, so that is what it is showing that error. So where while we are running this, I think it can executed this thing successfully, right? So here when you run JDBC example, it produces the following result. I think we can achieve this result, but we can't see the backend, right? So we are not seeing that backend here. I think we are getting that output along with this exception being happened, that is MySQL syntax error exception being happened. Okay, so now what we have to do in this is, so we must need to create a database over that in this. So how can we create and where to create that database? So for that, what I want to do is, so I will do this, that is localhost 8080 slash php my admin. So in this, what you have to do, I think it was referred this test folder where it was mentioned there in this. So here test dot registration does not exist. Okay, so that is how it was showing. This is the record that it was showing that it was missing. So what we have to do, we have to create this registration database over there. Okay, so we'll create a database. So we'll create the table name. What is that? Registration. So I think here it is, because we are inserting the values. Once the connection has been established with the database successfully, then what you have to do, you must you are going to insert the records into the table. So in which table? So here it was showing that because it has to refer this localhost test. So the test will be not contains this registration. So we are creating the database over there. So we are creating the table, and it has four columns where the data which you are inserting here is how many columns? I think 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it requires four columns. So we are creating the registration table over with four columns, and then you have to give go. Then what are all the column names which they specified in that code, that is in Java application. So it has a number and followed by a name and followed by a age. So this is the first name and last name, whereas this is what age. Okay, I think you all been known about this particular thing. So what I want to do is, so I was creating the database in this. So here I have set, so the first column which we are referred as serial number or UID, even you can mention whatever your perspective, so that is UID. Then second column, that is first name, and in third column it has last name, and in fourth column it is age. And we have to fix the data type of this particular value which we have to store in the database. So we need to set the value for UID. So UID, most probably you might have used varchar, that is both number as well as integer. The integer as well as alphabets both will be there. So we might have used that varchar is best. But here in this database which they are mentioned only numbers, so I have given that integer itself, and the length of the value is 4, because so up to that only we have get admission. So even we have used even 4 is enough. And here we have first name. So in this you must refer this varchar, or even you can refer any other character. I just simply use varchar, and I use the length as 20. So you can fix any of the length. So and age, of course, it's an integer value only, so its limit is 3. So this is how we have created that database. Because as we are inserting the value in this database, it requires the database name, that is the registration database, which is, that is a table which is not there. So we have mentioned that, and we are inserting that values in this registration table. Now after fixing all this, you just use save. Okay, now it was created. Okay, so here in this it has all this values, that is those attributes. So these are all the attributes. Now we are attaching the that is we are inserting the rows inside this registration table. So now, so after creating the database, while we are running this, what set of thing that we can get, so you just see that. So it was connecting to the database, and even connecting to the selected database. The selected database is registration, and connected database successfully. So once it was get connection, because we have to route that method by with the help of this get connection method. So for that we have to use this get connection method over there. And we are inserting the records into the table. So even it was inserted the records into the table, which is successfully which has inserted. Then goodbye. So now I see this database how it was been now. So I just clicked on that. So now this values has been stored. So this is how it was connecting the database connectivity with this. So how the database JDBC connectivity will works. So here we are inserting the values, this value that is 100, Zara Ali and Manas Fatma and Zaid Khan, Sumit Metal. So that is 100, 101, 102 and 103. So where it was mentioned in this database. So that is UID followed by first name and last name and the age of the corresponding people, so that you can insert any values by connecting this database. And I think almost I was done with the experiment, that is JDBC connectivity, that is Java database connectivity. So we are connecting that database, and this is how the query will look like. So this was the query, that is select star from registration. It is displaying, so which is used for displaying the table. So initially what we have performed, so we have done the code here, and we are getting the result in the database. So this is how we are connecting the database or a table with the Java. Even we are inserting the values at a runtime. So here I think it was mentioned that what we have to do, we have to write a program to insert values in a table at runtime using JDBC. Okay, so I think how many of you have find any doubt in this? Uh, do you find any doubt? So till the people are being like this, it's not fair. Do you find any doubt? Yes, people. Okay, thank you, Vinith. And only you are the person is responding. What about others? What about others? Okay, so okay, thank you. I think most of the people would have understand this connectivity. How can we connect the database? How can we execute the database? Even you can generate that with this also, like even XAMPP also you can use, because in some cases we can't able to, because the Windows which is not been updated, or we are not updating our operating system regularly, then we can't able to install that softwares like MySQL or Visual Studio and other it causes most of errors. So that's what I just go with this. And even it was performed the same what we have done with MySQL, or uh, even what even the Oracle and other things that we can do with this. Okay, so even in this database connectivity, I think you all know that there will be four types of connectivity in this database connectivity. What are all the type? And even I have mentioned that about this too. So what is the JDBC and ODBC bridge, and what is the use of that? And that too which I was explained, but how many of you have been listened, I don't know. So anyhow, by next session I was started the query, so then only I can move for I have two more programs for executing with this database connectivity, so that, so once if you have done, or once if you have been giving any response, then only I can follow through that. So because even why we are finding the ways for executing more, and even we have to execute proper with how can we simplify those things. So that too, even with the resource that you have, XAMPP is very easy to install, and even it's even we can directly get from Google. So it's open source only. You can use to download and you can use to run simply. So it's not a very big task while running the XAMPP. I think most of you would have used this. Even you have feel use those type of connectivity and all. Please specify, do you have any doubt in this? You can I can able to solve now, because as I was founding this particular thing to execute in front of you, and even I want to execute this particular because everyone has to be have the query about this particular program. So that's what I just need to show this. So even you can, so this was the structure of the table. So where we are used, that is the column name. So these are all the different attributes that we have been inserted in that column, and we have to mention that type of that attribute, that is what type of attribute that we are going to insert. And here, so I think while you are creating the database, that you need to ensure these things. Okay, that is the column name and the column type and the length. So those three things you need to be ensure. And even while not only while you are creating the database in this, even if you are creating the database normally in your MySQL also, it will require this particular things. Only with that only you can able to create the table. Otherwise you can't able to create the table. So once if you want to create a table, you have to create these things and all. And how can we execute the table? By using this query. So this is the query. Then whatever you want, you can able to write this. Like suppose if you want to display only separate, that is a particular column, or whether particular UID or any other thing that you need to mention. Because so here it was every time there is no need of executing the entire table. So at some point of time we must need to execute only one or two values, that is for your search. So even that can use to use this query for searching or inserting or updating or any other modification that you have done with the table. You can use this query over there. And even you have seen that query which was displaying this table by using this select star from registration. The table name is registration. You have to use this syntax for displaying the table. Okay. And I think yes, most of you have done this before, because once if you are working with a project, so definitely you might have get the idea about this. So do you have any query? You can ask me, so I will be answerable for that. Even I can able to answer for that. uh, so otherwise we can join up in the next session. So where in the next session, again I have two more code to execute based on this database connectivity. Okay. uh, Thank you.